I do have an issue with helping sell with these, and it's the same kind of issue that we actually
Because it
discovered
doesn't work.
Yeah, she's
exactly.
cursed.
We actually
Mine doesn't either. Don't feel
we
bad.
discovered the
cursed.
same curse
She's
actually
cursed.
belongs to Zabe.
Yeah, lots of curse talking, but the only real curse is the one we have at RWG. That is completely undeniable by anyone that knows us. But you know what else is undeniable? How far we've come.
Yeah, exactly. So we were kind of thinking a little bit, and like, what's the best way that we can show you how far we believe we've come? I guess that probably just means that it's a good time to take you behind the scenes and show you a little bit about our studio. Then maybe you can get an idea of seeing what it takes for us to produce a stream. What do you guys think?
Yeah, you know you wanna. You've been itching for it. Come on, let's go. You've been asking us a lot in the streams and stuff like, what do we stream with? How are we able to do what we do? We'll start with hardware. We'll move on to what we think are streaming essentials. And the point of this video is that you can come back and then we'll make other videos that branch off this one. So this is like the main branch of a tree, and then all our other videos will be like offshoots of this.
So hi and welcome back. If this is the third, fourth, or fifth time you're watching the video,
Yeah,
we love you.
Who do you want to start with? Booker PC Studio or Frankie PC Studio?
I don't know. I think both the videos are quite bad. So
I know, they're crap.
Let's-
I think your
let's-
one's
let's-
better.
let's-
So
let's
let's start with
really?
mine. Yeah,
really.
you've
All
done
right.
a better job, man. Like seriously.
All right.
All
Okay,
right.
so we'll just
fuck
sit back. Roll VT.
My production PC is based on an X299 platform from Intel, running an i9-9940X processor. That's 14 cores and 28 threads that can boost all the way up to 4.4 GHz. It's cooled by our H150i Pro all-in-one cooler from Corsair. It's got 32 gigs of quad-channel DDR4, all running at 3000 MHz. That's 4 8-gig sticks from Corsair. Graphics-wise, it's got an Aorus GTX 1080 Ti Extreme Edition, which is pretty good. And then we've got an Elgato HD60 Pro capture card and an Asus Zoner Essence STX sound card. So you might be wondering why I have a sound card. Well, it's not just one, there's also the USB and the motherboard audio. Basically, I'm using a hardware audio setup, which is mixed and routed through a mixer, the Yamaha AG06, so you can see a lot of cables. There will be a future video explaining my hardware audio setup. Hooked up to the graphics card are 4 screens. These 2 I use for production and personal gaming. One of them is an ultra wide, the other one is a 40-inch TV. And for streaming, I've got another 2 monitors, one for chat and one for OBS/Discord. So moving on to the gaming PC, it's got a single 27-inch monitor with a wireless keyboard and mouse. And specs wise, the PC is nothing too fancy. It's running a very cheap A320 chipset with a Ryzen 5 1600X at stock speeds. It's got 16 GB of dual channel 3200 MHz DDR4 RAM, and for graphics it's running an RTX 2070 non-super.
Just to clarify, the first system you saw, the big tower, not the one that was under the table, that one is the production PC, which is not just a streaming PC. It streams, it encodes, but it also does other stuff at the same time. Mainly to do with our dual streaming setup that, you know, we'll get into more deeply, but basically it needs more horsepower.
Hey, McFly, you bojo! The cars don't work on water! Unless you've got power!
Than just a simple streaming PC. A lot of CPU. Not really much the graphics, but again, it's my main PC, so I use it to game when I'm not streaming. So, you know, that's the graphics card I had. I'm not going to take it out. So, all right. So Booker says he's got a similar setup here for his end. So,
Frankie, do we, just out of curiosity, do we meet in the middle?
I don't know. We can try.
No!
No, we don't.
No!
No! It's the internet void that takes our
No!
souls! It's sucking
Okay.
me in! Ah! Okay, no.
Told you this was going to be like a stream. This
I
is
know.
no different to normal. All right, so okay, we're going to
Tinfoil
roll the
hat.
second one. This, yeah. I was like, how did you see my tinfoil hat? It's on the video. This is weird.
I know.
Okay, so
That's in the video, guys.
yeah, we're going to go on to the next part, which is a brief look at the PCs I use, which is pretty much the same as Frankie's, just a toned down version.
Yeah.
So more realistic to what some of you guys might try to use. But
Yeah.
run VT, Frankie. And
Yeah.
Okay, first up, the gaming PC. This bad boy right here. It houses an AMD Ryzen 7 1700X. That is 8 cores and 16 threads. I use 16 gig of DDR4 G-Skills, and I believe it's 2666. And topping it off right here with my daily driver for graphics cards, this bad boy. This is a GTX 1060, and I do believe it's the 6 gig edition. Okay. Okay, so had to get down here for this one. So next, the streaming PC. This is the new build. It houses a Ryzen 5 2600, which is 6 cores, 12 threads, I do believe. Somewhere here. Yeah, basically I'm running just 8 gig of DDR4. This is Corsair Vengeance, 3000 megahertz RAM. And to top it off, it's actually running one of our old GTX 760s. Nice and discreet. Uses a lot of power though. Okay. Just quickly to mention, I actually use a 3-monitor setup. My main gaming monitor is the one in the middle. That is 144 hertz. The left and the right monitors, well, they're pretty much used for OBS and chat, Discord, that kind of stuff. Interestingly, the one to the right here, that one is actually used for the second PC as well, and I just flick the channels on them. Okay, so the basic thing about that is, yeah, I'm running like a 1060. I'm kind of the... Can you stop squeaking? What the f*** is the squeaking? When we stop laughing. Okay, so I am running a 1060, 6 gig, but basically kind of what I'm trying to say. If Frankie could stop laughing,
Yeah,
right, I'm running a GTX 1060 6 gig, which I don't know what's funny about that.
No, nothing funny. It's a great graphics card.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
a
it is a
great
great graphics card.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's the general purpose everyday graphics card for gaming. It's the norm right now, and my stuff is kind of based around the norm. You know, I've got nothing. I don't have a core quadrility 99,000K duo quad core thingy, whatever Frankie's got, and you know,
wow.
the latest 3080 Ti overclocked super edition. You know,
Water cooled.
No, space cooled. Okay,
Vacuum cooled, like
vacuum cooled.
0 Kelvin.
Okay, I don't have any of that. I just have basically what the regular kind of gamer would have, and on the side is the new build, which is budget Black Friday streaming build. I've completely lost the specs for how much it all costs. I think it was about €300.
Yeah,
in total. Yes, I'm recycling a GTX 760 in there, but that's all it needs because it's used for the CPU pretty much. You know, that's it.
Yeah.
So I'm currently using it for this video as well. We're doing this like basically right now as a live stream, but without going live. So I'm sending all of my stuff as I would in a live stream to Frankie. Frankie collects it, puts it into a video for us and makes it look good at the end, probably without the laughing.
The idea is that Booker, if need be, could actually do everything I do right now. Maybe lowering a few things, reducing the amount of people concurrently on a stream, because that is really what makes all of our sort of hardware needs tick up.
Surprise! There's something pretty for you to look at. You can look around. This is currently my studio, so you can see my green screen and you can see a little bit behind my new chair, and it is goddamn comfy.
Compared to what you had, man. Jesus. You will notice.
Yeah. Okay, what's next? What we got on the list?
Basically, you know, you've seen our hardware, you've seen our PCs, you've seen our screens a little bit.
A little bit.
What about what we use to play on those PCs? What peripherals do we have? I mean,
peripherals. I thought you meant our hands, because obviously. Yeah.
Some people play with
peripherals.
their minds. Or their feet. Or their ears.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't. Let's just move on. Okay, peripherals. Next up, peripherals. Roll VT, Frankie.
Okay.
Let's quickly go through keyboards. What have you got?
All right, so you start because that's your one.
Bearing in mind, again, just making sure this is like not something we endorse. This is totally personal preference.
Yeah.
I'm currently using. I'm going to turn this upside down just to make sure. A G213 Prodigy. This was a replacement for my nice mechanical keyboard, which I believe was a G710 Plus. I can categorically say they do not drink tea very well.
No.
Okay, so if you're intending to give them tea or coffee or beer or anything like that, they don't work very well. So, to save myself, I got a splash-proof keyboard. It cost me about 50 euros.
It's not mechanical though, is it?
It's not mechanical. I think they called it like hybrid or something. It's basically got the little suction dome things, but it's a little bit. It's a little bit harder.
Feels like mechanical a little bit?
No. It feels a little bit more like mechanical on day one, but give it about day 30, and it's a little bit softer, but it's got a little bit more feedback. But I kind of like it. It's not too bad. I actually believe Heffy's got one as well. There you go. Shout out.
Hey!
Heffy. She's from our committee. Hello. Yeah. So yours, what are you running?
All right. So basically,
right?
basically, the moment I went mechanical through you, I think, like in 2016, I don't think I've ever gone back. So thankfully, I've never spilt anything. But, we're talking about what we use for streaming. And here I've got the mechanical keyboard, which you can probably see in the loop. It's the Corsair K63 wireless. I wanted to get like a very... I just wanted to try out, what wireless
How does that
is.
compare to your other one? Didn't you also have a K70?
K75? Yeah. Key feel wise, it's practically the same. It's exactly the same.
I absolutely love mechanical.
Yeah, I use red switches on both.
The thing was, I'm pretty sure that if I was to get another mechanical keyboard, I wouldn't be streaming or playing games or possibly living here anymore.
No, you'd be out.
She doesn't like
Throw it out the
mechanical.
window.
She says she can hear me from the other side of the apartment. So
Okay. Yeah, especially if you bang them hard.
yeah, just don't bang them, Frankie.
No, just don't bang them. Don't bang them.
Softly.
Softly, yeah. All right, so mouses.
Moving
mice,
on from the keyboards.
Mouses.
Yeah, the mouses, moose.
Yeah.
Definitely not moose.
Not moose.
You've gone wireless?
I have. I just, figured if I'm going to go wireless, I might as well go wireless the whole way. So, wireless mouse.
Right.
Yep, this is the Corsair.
I get it.
What?
I was it the... No, go on. You can't remember what it is, can you? Is it literally written on the bottom of the mouse and you can't remember what it is?
No, I thought you were saying something, so I'm like, what?
No, it's okay.
I thought you make another Booker joke.
No. I was getting to that.
So this is the Corsair Iron Claw RGB wireless.
Iron Claw. I mean, could they have made it any more like?
It has to sound aggressive, otherwise it's not gamer.
It sounds like it's straight out of, I don't know, Iron Forge. They made it in Iron Forge in World of Warcraft. Anyway, I can probably do my whole mouse setup in 5 seconds.
Do it.
Okay, count me down. Ready?
5, 4, 3.
Okay, G502. Say no more. So there you go. That's basically. Oh, hang on, we've forgotten something, Mr. Frankie.
Our headphones.
Can you hear me, Mr. Frankie?
I can hear you loud and clear.
What can you hear me on?
I can hear you through. Oh my god, I'm hitting the mic. I can hear you on that. A must-have.
Yes.
A must-have. Yes, you.
This is the thing
me.
that you guys literally see every stream. You know already what we have. I'm currently using the HyperX Cloud 2s. I've gone with them all the way through the series. Initially, I had QPad, but I had some issues with it. This is the. But you've done both versions now.
Yes.
You've got.
I had the originals.
The new upgrades, haven't you?
Yep, I had the originals. I still have them. The only problem was that, and these are the alphas, the cloud alphas, the new ones.
Yeah.
And
so there we go. We don't need to say anymore. There's our headphones.
No.
Took a bar drink on Tuesday. We were making love by Wednesday.
All right, guys. But before we carry on telling you what we have for streaming, it's that time, isn't it, Booker? We got to tell him. We got to tell him. We stream because we're streamers. We're not YouTubers yet.
Up there.
Okay, it's right up there, guys. Sort of. That is our channel, twitch.tv/RiftWatchTV. That is.
You got it right. You actually got it right. We literally just changed this like a week ago from RWGTV to RiftWatchTV. Just going to say that again, /RiftWatchTV. Yeah. You can also find us on Twitter, by the way, under @RiftWatchTV.
The same thing. That's why we changed it.
How awesome are we now? How awesome are we? So what's next? What have we got to talk about next? What's the next most important thing?
When it comes to streaming, the next thing up is undeniably microphone. Okay.
Absolutely. Oh,
Oof.
Yeah, it has to be the microphone.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Remember, guys, streaming is all about interacting with your viewers. And if they can't hear you speak, there is no interaction. Basically, everything we're going to tell you that is fundamental is aligned with that. If you don't interact, there's hardly any point streaming. You could just record your gameplay and put it up on YouTube and wait for the views. Probably easier. There's no point doing it live.
We haven't tried that yet.
Maybe we should.
We should.
What have we been doing all this time?
We've did something wrong, that's for sure.
All right, so microphone. Talking of microphones, well, you can see the ones we have. We've been streaming for over 2 years now. I mean, we didn't set out with these. Actually, Booker did set out with
I did.
That one. Do you want to show it a little bit?
I can bring it in a little bit. This bad boy. It's not really a bad boy. This is basically what I purchased to begin streaming back in May or June 2017.
Ooh, just before we started.
This thing is basically, it's done me a couple of years now, and it's kind of fine, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
You can pick this thing up on Amazon. I mean, I picked it up for about €15. I think it's like some sort of Chinese knockoff. It's a BM800. Loads of reviews and stuff on YouTube with people using these and going, oh my god, they're so good considering they're like 15 or €20 or something like that. Mm-hmm. I went for XLR. power, which meant that I did have to get phantom power for it.
So you got your microphone, you got your boom, you got your cable, you got your audio interface, which is important. That's to plug it into the computer and give the microphone enough power. You include the pop filter, the one you have, and the shock mount and all that stuff.
Yeah, I got a pop filter originally for it, a round one, like yours, but about 8 times the size. It was like a dinner plate.
I think I remember that a little bit.
I didn't like it. So this one I got a little bit later. I actually like the combination of having the
foam thing on top, right?
Yeah,
like
the foam one versus the hard pop filter. I can't remember what they're called, to be honest. But it makes it, for me, it makes it sound a little better because I get a little bit of sibilance and a little bit extra popping and stuff like that.
So there's one option. The other option is what I started with, which was USB. I got this bad boy.
Ooh,
yeah, this was the blue
Let's not
Yeti.
say bad boy anymore. I
Okay,
just
fat
realized I've
boy.
already done that earlier in this video as well. No more bad boys.
Okay, fat boy.
Cheetos.
This is a fat boy. Like, literally, look, it's bigger than my head.
It is. It's a real
Almost.
chunk.
Yeah, and it's really heavy. It comes with a stand, but yeah, there's a reason why you get a boom, guys, and a shock mount.
How much did that set you back?
The standard Blue Yeti on itself is around 200, I think, or a bit less. This was the Blue Yeti Pro. It cost me about 250. The reason I bought it was because it gives you the option of either using USB or XLR, so I could potentially in the future, if I decided to upgrade, use this microphone the way Booker is using it, with the audio interface, XLR cable. This one is a bit more expensive because basically all USB microphones have the audio interface built in. So this one's supposed to be really good, which is why it's massive. And it is, it's quite good. I mean, you tell us, Booker, like, you were the one that was hearing it for most of the time on USB.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, it was
I
pretty
thought
good.
It was fine.
Yeah. One of the reasons I changed was because it was so damn heavy.
The thing with that one is that is literally the streamer industry standard. It does its job, you know, especially as the whole USB thing. Just plug and play.
I changed it up for this one. This is the Rode NTA1. It's an XLR microphone. I got it with an audio interface. Why did I get this? Because, hey, look, it's super light. It's aluminium. It's small. It looks really nice. I think it sounds nice as well.
It sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
This is the sexiest voice you've ever had.
Oh, God.
Beautiful.
Okay. Well, my intention was not entirely upgrade from this one because I thought it still sounded great. It's just the ability to not have your boom sag and have this huge. I'm not kidding. I'll show.
It's just the ability to spend more money, isn't it?
Also that.
That was it.
But hey, I was tired of that big thing covering up half my face and the shock mount this big.
It's really not.
It just
good
gets
when you
really
have a big
clunky.
thing that just gets in the way.
Yeah, Booker. Okay. So microphones, guys, that's what we have. We're not endorsing them in any way. We're just showing and telling. This is what we have. You know, like show and tell at school. It's like, hey, I have this microphone and my dad has this. And okay, yeah, okay. Secondly, that's 2. I can't count with my fingers anymore. Camera, a way for your chat to see you. Okay.
Hello.
Exactly, like you're seeing us. It's a step because it's easier. Let me rephrase that. It's easier for people. Let me rephrase that again. Editor's note. Cut this out. Okay.
This isn't getting cut out at all. Keep going.
God. It's easier for you to get your voice out into the world, right? But when we say, no, not just your voice, get your face out there. Now that is a big step. If you want to interact with your chat, the best way is for them to see you. And guys, look at that camera like we're doing. This is the best way to connect with your audience. It's a trick you have to learn. Like when we started off, we didn't really do it. Let's be honest. Yeah, but okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not just scare everyone away.
Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe you got all the ladies coming around. I don't know.
Yeah. Ladies.
Look at that camera. Pretend it's the person you're talking to. And...
Wait, Mr. Frankie.
Yeah?
Do we need the world's most expensive camera to look good, though? This is the part that usually Frankie turns around and says that I'm the professional at because, you know, I've had cameras and stuff. But
yes, he's the professional.
Okay, let's just talk quickly about what cameras we're using. We started with the Logitech C920.
Both the same.
That's kind of industry standard again.
Yes, it's good enough. It's cheap.
It's good. It does 1080, it does it at 30, and it does it pretty well.
Yes.
I recently done an upgrade, a side grade upgrade kind of thing. I went and got the C922 Pro Stream from Black Friday, which was pretty good. It was an experiment, like with myself and Frankie, to see, because this thing is supposedly capable of 720 at 60. And obviously you guys know that we stream in 60 usually, so it was one of those things like, hey, if I can do 60, Frankie has a Brio where we've gone full Logitech with this.
Yes.
Yeah, your Brio is beautiful. It does
4K. It can do 4K at 30. and 1080 at 60, and then 720
something
at
like that.
120. I don't know, something like that. Yeah.
And it does look nice. So we figured that we would try 60 because Frankie has the opportunity to do that with his upgrade. So he upgraded from the C920 to the Brio. The one thing that I would like to just warn you about here, this is just one of those things.
Warning.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a warning.
Yeah.
Guys, be aware of like the C922 Pro stream. I don't know if it's just mine or, I mean, I've done a little bit of research on this since buying it, and it does seem to be a little bit of a rip-off. Do you guys remember when things used to say they were HD ready and not actually full HD?
Yeah.
That's what this feels like a little bit. I don't want to hit on them too hard because it still does 1080 and it does it at 30 and it does it just as well, if not slightly better than the C920, but for a huge extra premium on it, to be fair. But the 720 at 60, it looks more like 480 at 60.
Yeah,
it's not.
It's like
we've not managed to get it to
upscaled.
work yet. For the price difference, I mean, it's basically what I have here is a second C920 that doesn't really do. It looks okay if it's miniature. If we have like the mini versions in the corner, that's kind of okay. But it's not really what we wanted it for. We wanted to be able to go full screen like we do now. So for that, I'm sticking to 1080 at 30. Frankie's also sticking to 1080 at 30 now.
Exactly.
So just be aware. Not that we would endorse anything on this video right now, but if you were to get something...
If you're like on the fence, should I get the C922 over the C920? Our answer is no. Go for the C920, end of. So that's basically it. Going back to this, right? So camera and lighting at the same time. We're actually going to see why, okay? We're going to roll a video. This is...
Me!
You recorded it. You tell us what this is.
I did. This is basically me testing between automatic settings and adjusted settings, because that's all we can see. We can't see the adjusted part because Frankie said's in the way. Anyway, adjusted. You can come back now. Adjusted settings. So one of the important things about making your camera look good, or at least that we know, is basically don't use automatic settings.
No, never.
You need to go in and you need to sort them out. You need to adjust them to the lighting that you've got and the scene that you've got and stuff like that.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. You see that?
Yeah.
Auto settings for like really low FPS. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, it can't handle it.
Oh,
so obviously on your side over there is where I've adjusted the settings to be more comfortable for what I would actually stream.
Yeah.
And yeah, you be the judge of it. Quality settings.
Exactly. In my mind, look, the adjusted settings, like if you don't have the light, you don't see it, but it doesn't affect performance. It's consistent smoothness throughout. Whereas the auto settings, you're going from color shifts automatically. You're going from autofocus, which is really bad, guys.
White
Turn that off, please.
It's all over the place.
Yeah, and it struggles when there's low light because it tries to compensate the low light by adding exposure, and that kills FPS for a camera.
Yeah.
So if you're having these type of issues and you're just starting streaming and you don't know why, firstly, check that your auto settings are all off and then adjust it manually and make sure you're doing it with enough light. If you have a room that is well lit in the background and you have some sort of other light source...
No.
What happened?
He hates bright lights.
That you can project.
Quite important to make sure that you've got light on your
your face.
subject.
Yes.
So being the subject on your face. Yeah.
You don't want any weird shadows on your face. So the light either has one coming straight at you or two from either side. But hey, again, this is another video. But, you know, test around, see what it looks like. Make sure you use as little gain as possible and your like exposure is as low as possible with the light you have. And that is basically where you should start.
It's just gonna keep us going, because otherwise we know what's gonna happen here. We're gonna be on a 55-minute video. Yeah. So what lighting do you currently use?
Right now, this is my last purchase in Black Friday. I actually got the Elgato key light, which is quite expensive for what it is. It cost me like 150 euros on sale. It's usually 200, but hey, it comes with a very, very sturdy design. It's one of those LED panels that's like flat. It's completely controllable through the Streamdeck, which we'll talk about in a bit. And the best part of it, it doesn't take up
because
much
it's
room.
the whole LED thing is very flat. Let's be honest, a softbox ends up being, you know, I can't even show you here how big that is. And yet the LED panels are like
so small in comparison.
Right now I've got a softbox up here, I've got the little LED panel up here, I have a light behind me that is like a homemade light out of a lamp covered in duct tape and stuff, and this lights the top of the green screen that's behind me. I have a floor light, which is a bar of light on the floor, and I have what's called a chin light as well. So
okay,
there's a lot of light.
2 light setup versus lost count of lights set up.
Yes, but distance is kind of important. If you if you don't have a lot of distance, you need to make adjustments. So I have to try and fill in because I don't have a lot of distance. Whereas you have a little bit more distance, which means it goes out a little bit further and it diffuses by the time it gets to you.
Right, and it covers more.
Which means it covers more and it looks nicer when it hits you.
So we got camera plus lighting. Those two are linked. Very important.
Do not, please. This is where we need to. Do not go and buy an upgrade. Don't have like a C920 and go, I'm going to get a Brio because it'll make me look better. Don't do that.
No.
Unless you're going to do lighting. Just don't. Because the C920, upgrading yourself to a Brio is not going to give you anything.
No, the camera on its own, you could buy $1,000 camera, and if you don't have good lighting, it's still going to look crap. It's simple as that. All right, so those two things are cool, but if you want to give your streams that extra nice look, this is where mood lighting comes in. This is not your main lighting, but this is the lighting around you to make you, Booker loves saying this, pop yourself out.
Pop. You got to pop.
You got to pop.
Okay. What did we do? So this is us just over a year ago.
Yeah.
No green screens behind us.
Very bad lighting on me.
Really bad lighting.
No softboxes or anything. Just a lamp.
Nothing. So we went for an upgrade, and this is what we started to do. This is where we put it. We got some softboxes. Frankie had just put the blue strip lighting behind it. We've actually used somewhere else in.
Yeah. See what I mean? If you only have one light on one side of your face, it really
right down
covers.
The middle. Light one side, dark the other.
And this
is us. This is us about now. This is us with mood lighting to make us pop. Look how beautiful Frankie looks because he's
that one. That Frankie?
Yeah, not that. Frankie.
Okay.
Hey, Ridiosu, by the way. Thanks for the alert. Yeah, so that's basically pretty Frankie because he doesn't blend in the background now, and he's got lighting on himself, and then he's got the blue mood lighting behind, which is kind of what I was doing as well with the wall. Simple as that. It's just added a bit of color.
Yeah.
Just look again.
Yeah.
We'll go through this just one more time.
Yeah. Making contrast between you and your background. Look at Booker there.
This is it right now. You've got a little bit of pop color. I've got no color. Nothing. It's boring.
Yeah. My screens are doing a lot there. They're both blue. And now, bam. Now look at this.
Boom.
This is the same Booker, but with just the blue lights.
Even my side, I just changed the colour of the wall with some mood lighting. So, what am I using? I'm using a... I'm using a bulb.
Okay. Those LED bulbs that you can change the colour of.
LED bulb. I have a USB plug-in strip that plugs into my computer and lights the side of my case, which is actually what is pushing onto the walls. Yeah, you actually went and purchased something different, though. So, you've tried the Philips Hue type stuff. You tried the strips. Yeah. I mean, you still use them.
Yes.
These aren't the greatest things, but one thing you did go and purchase was kind of cool.
Yeah.
You actually got floodlights, didn't you?
RGB floodlights. Yes, very cheap as well. I got them for like $35. A package of 2. 35 watt.
What?
It was 35 watt.
What?
Oh, but come on, man. So yeah, that nice blue behind me is actually just the floodlights accentuated by the strip going at the back of my table. That's it.
Just a little bit of light makes so much difference.
And very cheap as well.
And but go and spend €100 on some lighting if you can spare, or you know, just
stick with your C920.
Wherever you can get some RGB stuff, and you're gonna look okay.
The next step is what we're using right now, which are Greenscreens. There it is. Look, that's my green screen.
Right there. That's mine. I have a typical fold-up version. You can get these on Amazon for like €30 with delivery. When I say fold-up, it takes about 8 of
fold up?
I've managed to fold it up about 3 times. Since then, it's never gone away again. So it's basically stood on a photography stand, hooked at the top. I can move it around a little bit, but to fold it up, I literally need to really twist it. And you know, like those pop-out tents when you're a kid. Kind of like one of those. If you get it wrong... It explodes in the front room.
Explodes up in your face.
It's like 70 years from now. Someone goes, "Oh, what's in this bag?"
Boom! Kills them, throws them off a ledge.
Decapitated by a green screen.
It was a ticking time bomb.
You, however, are using something a little bit more of an upgrade.
I decided to upgrade because I couldn't stand that thing. So I got the Elgato green screen, which allows me to just fold it up. Fold it down. Put it away.
Every time you do this, one more time, please.
Okay,
one more time.
Down it comes.
You're not even moving from your chair.
Look at how easy it is. I can do it with one hand. And up it goes. See? That is it.
All right, guys. So if you want to be Flash, Elgato green screen. Okay, so we've tried the whole video not to really endorse things that we have, but this thing was a game changer for us. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
It's a bloody stream deck, sir.
Yeah, it was the Stream Deck. It does make life easier.
Oh, yeah.
It's got, it's used for multi-action actions. Changing scenes.
The short of it is that it's a
videos.
macro keyboard.
It is a macro
The
keyboard.
short
but
of it.
It's not. It's not,
though.
Frankie.
It's not. That's the
It's
short
not.
answer.
That's
which
what
is not
people
good
want
enough.
you to say.
I know.
And honestly, it's not a macro keyboard. It's so much more. And I
It's
hated that.
kind of like having heated water in your house. Someone will come around and say, yeah, but you can go down to the well, take your water out, and put it over a fire and heat it for your bath. And I'm like, I just prefer to just open the tap and have the hot water come out straight away.
Yes,
It's exactly
a
that.
quality of life.
Quality of
upgrade.
life.
You can turn your lights on,
Like so.
start the stream,
Lights off, lights on.
change to the scene for your startup, start the stream,
Yeah. I can make it small, I can make it big.
send a tweet
Start videos.
to say that you're going live, record and save, and clip, all this kind of stuff. And it's all there. And it's got like little, is it LED? Like little. You can't do this as easily. But if it wasn't there, I'd feel somewhat slightly naked on stream now.
Yes, me too. And yeah,
Yes.
talking about quality, guys, come check us out on Riftwatch TV.
With the new name,
New name.
Riftwatch TV. Yeah. Is that it? Is there anything else?
No, that is
We've
literally
gone for
it.
everything.
I can hear the dog. I can hear the dog.
He's whinging. It's about time that he wants to go out, I think. So,
All right, cool.
all right, that's our studios. Guys.
Indeed.
I don't really know what else to say. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments down below.
Or come drop us the
join us on
question at
stream. The dog's gonna bark right.
That's awesome.
through
He's
the
saying goodbye.
video.
Meatball.
He's really excited. Yeah, you can come join us on stream, ask the questions. We don't mind moving the camera around and showing you a little bit more. We've actually got other cameras set up around our studios and stuff now, so we can actually change scenes and show you some stuff. Yeah, that's about it.
That's about
I
it,
think
man.
I think we can get out of here. I don't
Yeah,
think
let's
they
get
want to listen to us anymore.
Nah,
Should we go?
all right. See you guys. Catch you later. Catch
you next one.
around.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
And I whipped it out and I showed him and he was like, oh, you got it, oh my god. And I was
You
like,
did not whip
You
it
did
out
not.
and show me.
I did, I showed you. Put it out of the box and shit. Oh yeah, okay.